Good morning, it's Brenda. How's everyone today? It's Wednesday already today. I can't believe it. Middle of the week. The days just go by so fast. Anyway, today, before we get started on anything, I wanted to show you the completed envelope flip flap holder that we had made. We made this on Monday, and I just wanted to go through the pages just to show you what I had done and what I had added. So I just added this little paper flip to it, and I used a punch and did the corners. And then our little heart, I just added some little inchies that I had cut up. And then I added the two little girls with a sticker and some little bit of washi and a doily there. And then these are just things from the paper that I've had left, and that could be a journaling card. And when you open it, I left this side blank because you can put a picture there if you want, or some words if you have like a quote or whatever. And these were our two pockets, and I didn't open up the envelope itself because I had the two pockets on here. I thought that would be all right, and then I just added in, that was from our cutout, and just added a few pieces of papers. I'll add everything back to the pockets when we're done. And then this I just made into a tag. I just cut the corners, and then that could be another journaling card right there. And then in our little pocket here, let me just make sure in our little pocket here, I just added some stickers, and they're just little stamp stickers. And these are just little things from that I've picked up along the way. And then I added a little picture to the pocket. Nothing on the other side because you can write on it. And then this side in the pocket, I just added a couple of tickets and a little boy there. And then in this one here, and I don't know if you remember, but I didn't realize it until afterwards, but this was the envelope I had. It was open at the top, but instead I made a opening at the side. And then I had to glue that shut, that side shut. So, and then there's another little tag, and I just used the little punch for it. It's this lace punch that I used. I've had it for quite a long time. I think you can still pick them up on Amazon. And then in this big pocket here, this envelope, I added, it's just an 8x8 piece of paper, and I added a couple of pieces of coffee dye paper in it, and then I just stapled it down and made it into a booklet, and then it just sits in there nicely. And then in this one, I put some little Tim Holtz ladies and a doily, and that's just a little piece of paper that I had sitting here that I used. And in this, it's just a piece of paper cut down to the size of the envelope, and I just folded it in. And I mean, you can write in it and add pictures and whatever you wanted to like that. I'll just leave that. And then when you flip it down here, I added the little boy and the other half of the doily. What I did is I just folded it over and glued it. And then I added a little tuck spot here and put some vellum, flower vellum pieces in there, and then just made a little tag with a little piece that I had left over. And then here I did add it's a side pocket, not a belly band. I glued it on 3 sides and just added one of the little tickets here. And then I added a long piece, and that can be written on as well if you wanted to. And then I opened up the top here. Close it up. I opened up the top and I made this huge huge card. So, and I just put a little whale tail tab at the top, and it can be written on. You can add pictures to it. If you wanted to give it more structure, then you can add a full piece of paper, music paper, book page, it doesn't matter, to the back of it. And then just have that. And anyway, I just wanted to show you the end result of what we had done and decorated. So I'll just gather this stuff up. I'll put it all back together later on. My fingers don't work, as you know, so it's hard to pick things up. So today, I thought I still have a few pieces of envelopes left. So I took 2 of them. Let's move that. I folded it in half, I rounded the edge, and then it's upside down so that these can be little tuck spots. We're going to make a wallet, I guess, is what we can call it, but I want it to be grungy, so I used my, not the vintage photo, it's tea dye, distress ink. I used that and I just went around the whole entire envelope. So what I did is I took one full envelope, and then the second envelope, I cut it and I trimmed it, and then I took it apart so I had 2 sides, just like that. And then that gave me the 2 pieces here. I did just have a second piece. Oh boy. And that fast, things get lost on my desk, if you can believe it. There it is. I stuck it with the other one. Yeah, so the 2 halves, I cut them down, and then we can add them in like that. I just papered the outside just to make it a little sturdier when I'm doing the gluing, but so you'll have a tuck spot, a pocket, and you can fill these up, you know. And then I trimmed the tops so that some tags could be put up in there. And I just thought, well, that looks kind of like a wallet, so we'll just go with that. So if you'd like to craft with me or do your own thing, grab your stuff, get some envelopes. You don't have to have junk mail envelopes. You could make your own envelopes, or you can, if you have ready-made envelopes, grab them. Just whatever kind of envelopes. If you don't have envelopes, don't worry about it. Grab some music paper, some book page, you know, whatever you want. And if you have, this is just music page that I had inked on, but you can fold up your music page like so, and then you can add another piece in behind it and in behind it if you wanted to. You know what I mean? You could make this little, and then bring it up, and then just add another piece in there. Like it's whatever you want, but for today, like, I'm trying to use up all these envelopes, so this is what I'm going to use. All right, so I've inked everything. Just grab envelopes, some scrap pieces. Like, I just have a hodgepodge of different papers here that I thought we could cover them with, and I won't add anything in there yet because I'm wanting to just put some stuff there first. And then I have this one. This is just a half. I was going to use this one for a different project, but I mean, there's a stamp on it. I mean, you can use the stamp. If you have little images like this, cut them out, add them in. But I'm just going to, it all doesn't have to be covered. You know what I mean? You can leave some white space. You can just distress the heck out of it and just have fun. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? We're here to have some fun. I'm just going to tear this little piece down just so there's no straight edges. How's everyone doing today? I don't even remember if I asked you that. I just wanted to get in here and get started. And so I'm just gonna, I'm doing pretty good. I didn't sleep last night, but it happens. I did sleep till about 1:30 and then not anymore. So I'm going on fumes today. There we go. I'm just gonna add that right like that. See, it's lovely. It just added a whole bunch to it, you know? And then just little pieces. It's you, your imagination, you, whatever your style is, you do that. If you're into shabby chic, you're into vintage, or you're using your scrapbook paper, you know, any theme, any color, any style, it all works. And that's the beauty of all of these little projects that we do together. It's all your style. This is really just giving you a starting point for certain things. And I don't ever claim to be the originator of certain projects, because I'm definitely not. I mean, if I come up with something that I've never seen before, well, then that's a different story. Then I can say, you know, whatever. But, you know, all these projects have been done before at some point in time. So, but it's just nice to be able to see everybody's take on certain things. I'm just grabbing some stamps. Just grabbing, no special stamps. I just have these here, and these are a no-name brand stamp. So I'm just going to, no stamp block. We'll do it this way. We'll see. Right? I'm just going to, they might not work out so well, and if not, and you don't like it, then cover it with paper. It is your creation, and you do what you want to do. Well, that's not too bad, and it kind of covers up that white there that was there that I could see with the pockets there, you know? All right, so that'll be the bottom layer. And this is going to be this one. So, and again, if you have stickers, I just took out my little boxes here with my little Tim Holtz snippets, and just add. Whoop. Any plans for today? I'm not sure what we're doing today. Tom, my husband, he just went to grab a few groceries and stuff while I'm here hanging out with you guys. I mean, this is something I'd like to do all the time. Hanging out with you all and just having some fun and crafting. And I got my mailings out yesterday, so I'm preparing for this week's mailing, so that's a load of fun. I sure enjoy it. There we go. So that'll be for that. And you can keep adding more stamps and stuff like that. But, oh, I just had a butterfly. There we go. And I'll probably go around the edges again once it's done and make it darker. And then I'd like it to be very grungy looking. So I'm just going to add the butterfly there. This wants to keep curling up. Usually it's not, doesn't do that. But, sorry if you can't see me. I'm just, oops, adding a little more ink to it. Excuse me. So then this will be the bottom one. So let's just see what it looks like. I'm just doing it layer by layer. You could glue them together first if you wanted, you know, especially if you can just rip book page and put it down, but I just thought this would be a little easier for me. Do each layer at a time, and then they can all get glued together, right? So then this one is next. A little label, I think. And then you can just fill the pockets. Like, how nice would it be to send to someone? Like, that would just be phenomenal. Fill up all the pockets, and it's fabulous flat mail as well, which is perfect. So I'm gonna add the mushrooms, I think, just there. Oh, actually, maybe I'm gonna add them with the label. Sorry, a little contrary there, but that looks better, yeah, than having it by itself. All right, so then it'll be like that. But it's just the little touches that make it wonderful. You know, any magazine pictures, if you have favorite magazines, like I always say, you don't have to have this stuff. You can use book images, magazine images, words. You can cut words out of the magazines and cut words out of books and use them all. I mean, there's some great great words and in books and magazine and images, you know. So, oops, stuck to me. Doesn't want to glue to the paper today. It wants to stay with me. But there we go, just like that. You know, it's simple, but it's so gorgeous. And you can make it as elaborate as you want. Like, you can add lace to it, and you can add anything, you know, make it your own. This is just giving you ideas of what to do. And I was really hoping to use these sweet little birds. They're just hanging out there, and I thought, well, I'd really like to try and use them. So I'm going to cut them down. This is just a tear ruler, I guess they call it. It has the little ridges on it, but you can use a plain ruler too. It does the same thing. I'm just gonna, might still be too big, but hopefully it'll be okay. We'll find out anyway. Oh my goodness, look at that. It fits perfectly. Wow. All right, let's put it on there. Just ink it up. Yeah, make it as grungy as possible. I don't know. Do you like grunge? I think grunge is fun. Just adds the age. Just adds the age to it and the color. And when you can find books that are, you know, with that patinaed look. Oh, yeah. That's a bonus for sure. So there's those birds. So cute. Right, and what should we put there? How about, it's the decisions of putting your decorating is what the issues become sometimes, because there's so many things that you can add, and it's like putting it down to just a few and trying not to overwhelm yourself. That's what I have to keep in mind as well. Don't overwhelm yourself, just pick a couple of things and then choose from that, even though there's a bunch of stuff in front of me, you know. There we go. Just gonna add that. But look how pretty that looks. Boy, it's just lovely. All right, so I'll get the lid on there. I'm just going to pop the lids on these, and we'll put this puppy together. So I'm going to add this pocket first. So I'm just going to glue on the sides and the bottom. There we go. Just do the two sides and the bottom. Oops. I always end up with little hills when I glue. I'm not sure why that is, but it always happens. All right, so I'm just gonna add it to the bottom, just like that. And you want to make sure that you don't go over the fold line so that these will be able to fold easily. Okay, just like that. And then those will go up. But I probably should have glued this one first, eh? Luckily for me, they're not glued down yet. So then this, the glue will only get up partially, and I'm going to leave the bottom unglued so that I can put longer things in the pocket rather than just have short things in there. Just do it like that. If I'm off screen, I apologize. It's I don't know, do you do videos? Do you have a certain stand for your phone that you like? Maybe somebody can recommend something for me or to me that I can check out. So then I'm just going to glue up the two sides here and glue that shut like that, just like that. And I'm going to add a couple of things in the pocket here right now, just for fun. And then I'll do the same to this side. And I forgot to mention that when you have your flap tucked, I just opened it and I cut a little V on each side of the fold to give it less bulk there, because otherwise it has a hard time closing properly, you know, and then it'll bulk out. And so there we go. I'm just going to add a couple of things to this pocket, just like that. Yeah, they're quite a bit smaller, maybe not. The frame is okay, but and then I just have these are just those little card, they're just papers, and they're basically for collaging and stuff like that we've used before, but you know, they can go right inside the pockets. And it doesn't matter if they stick out, you're gonna have a couple of tags in there if you do them taller, right? So just like that. And then do I have some little guys? Lots of little guys. And then we have these in there like that. And then like so. Pop them in there. A little teacup. But anything, if you have tags that you've made or little journaling cards that you've made, add them into the pockets. You can't go wrong. All right, in there. And you don't have to stop there. You can just keep filling. I mean, how nice have somebody receive this in the mail, right? You can just, like all of these, there's so many things you can just keep filling, just keep filling. But that's our project. I'm gonna, and it's still flat, so it's perfect for flat mail. I'm going to just grab, sorry, a couple of tags. I should have done that, but I didn't. Out of my little pile here, I'll grab something anyway. Well, I don't have anything short. So, just to show you, that won't even work. Sorry about this. You know, you get prepared and then you think everything's together and then it isn't. So you have your two pockets at the top and then just add some stuff. There's some butterflies and they can be backed, of course. Well, these papers are very thin, like I said, but and then just another piece. Pop it in like that and you have your tags sticking out. You can dress up the front. Should we put something on the front? I know it's nice. It's quite nice as it is, but you know, there's here. I just have this little guy. Find a little butterfly or a plant. You can just pop a butterfly there and it's added so much to it already. There's this little guy. Oh, he's kind of cute actually. This is an old, I don't know who this is from. At first I was going to say Tim Holtz, but I'm not sure. If it is, it's very old. Just add the butterfly on there. You can add your lace. You can do, like I just have little pieces of doily here. I should have done that first, but just, whoops, just add some glue in the little corners. I'm just gonna lift him carefully. There we go. And it just adds a little more when he's sitting there, right? So just have that. Oh, Tom just got back from shopping. Those are just leaves. How about some leaves? And these are not stickers. When I first had them, I thought that they were, but they're just, they're kind of they're hard, but I don't know what the material is. So when I glue, I just add the glue behind the leaves. Just like that, and then go up the stem. I don't put a lot of it, and then we'll just add it like that. And there you go. There's your front. You can add another pocket or two to the back if you wanted. But that's our project for today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll make a bunch yourself, especially if you have junk mail or leftover, you know, book. We all have book page, music page, and you can use those as well. So if you like this project, I hope you'll make some, like it, give me a big thumbs up, and leave me a comment. I love all your comments. I do respond to each and every one of them. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for being here. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I appreciate all of you. And one thing before we go, I have a friend here on YouTube. Her name is Cindy. Her channel is Cindy Loves Jewelry, and she's branched out into junk journals, making junk journals and the goodies that go into the journals and stuff like that. Anyway, she has been sick, and I'm just asking for prayers for her, if you would be so kind, because prayer works, and I want her to have a speedy recovery, and I'm sure her family does as well. All right, so God bless each and every one of you. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.